Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, it's cold. It's September the 25th, 2 days before the show, and for the measuring the length of the giant roots, and then the heavy vegetables. We've got heavy beetroot, heavy 3 sticks of rhubarb, and heavy red cabbage. And I've managed to grow, hopefully, we'll soon find out when we undo these. I've got 2 parsnips growing there, 2 long beetroots, and a single radish, a moule type radish, white radish. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers and welcome, and please don't forget to hit that like or dislike button before you leave the video. We know nobody watches them to the end. Well, my regulars do, but today I'm going to show you how I grow long roots, and I'll be revealing what I can, but it's going to be a slow process, so there may be a few videos. So if you do like the video and the content, before you leave, then please consider subscribing. So I'll just show you around now. Basically at the top there, we've got some temporary mini greenhouses. Regulars to my channel will know that I started to build all my new raised beds and pallet collar beds, and this structure was very late going up. Last year it was in the polytunnel. It's worked a lot better out here, but I was still very late. I didn't sieve the compost like I should do, but at the end of the day I'm learning all the while, and this is a hobby for me, to utilise some of the other growing spaces around my allotments. At the bottom there, we're going to be building a water feature, so if the roots do come out the end of the guttering, they'll go into the water and continue growing, and any water that does get down there I can move from there back up to the tank at the top, which is the irrigation on a drip feed. And I will be building a proper mini greenhouse on the top, a proper structure, maybe with protection at the back, because that is south, protection at the back for the sun, and then a bit of ventilation and a bit of plastic, polycarbonate, whatever we've got spare to help them. I don't know what I'm going to find, guys. Did all right last year. I got a 4th place for my long parsnip and long beetroot, so it's all about personal bests. So let's have a little look round and see what we've got. I'll show you everything the best I can. So at the moment I've got bin bags at the bottom there, just in case the roots did come out, and they're full of water, so I'll be undoing those first. Then I'll be undoing the plastic ties, and then this guttering pulls off the top. Now the idea is to get an angle that the roots will go down, but the compost doesn't slide out the bottom. And as you can see up there, we have the tap, and I've got the extra bit there to feed the bottom for, because silly old me, I did the top ones and then I couldn't get the bottom ones in. But we managed to squeeze one in, and the caterpillars and bugs got the radish, but you can see there the white radish and the other vegetables. I've got some rope to use here, so I've got a rope, something to hold on to make this ladder a lot safer than it is. And to make use of all the space, this is where I put my pond. Nice and sheltered, and hopefully the creatures will find it and help me with the slugs and other things that we want removing from the allotment. We have to take good with the bad. They'll take our vegetables, but we have to give back sometimes. But this turned out really well, and if I decide to increase the structure I can do. But at the moment you can see there's room there. I managed to get these gutters in So we've got 4 at the bottom and 4 at the top, and I can increase it accordingly. I do want to specialise in the long roots. As you can see there, we've had one of the bags fall off after I've removed the guttering, moved them off the guttering, and I don't want this waste, so I'm going to be using a pond liner. I couldn't actually fit that pond liner while this was here because I built this frame afterwards, because I didn't know how far this last pallet collar bed was going to come. But I'll have a little look there now, and we'll lift the first lid off, and I'll just go and show you the roots at the top. So we're back up at the top, and as you can see there, the roots don't get very big, and that one's even thinner. But yeah, it's a really cold day. I have to be careful with that because that will end up being a long root as well. And it's a cold day, but what I've just seen has warmed me up extremely well. So the parsnip on the far right, the right white gutter, the one I've got, guys, that at the moment is 4 meters. That will increase in size when I'll wash it out. So the next one across, we've got a beetroot to there, then the next beetroot. See what I mean about putting these the water at the bottom. That's over 4 meters at the moment, and there's the parsnip there. So you can see where the soil has washed out, but because I'm running water quite regularly, and I have just been using the hydroponics, basically leaving the tap on. I do anyway, don't have to. But no, I'm chuffed to bits. Hardest job now, so I'm going for the longest parsnip today and the longest beetroot. If it breaks, then we'll go for the others. Chuffed to bits, guys. Now the soil's really heavy. I've got to get that down to where my feet are. The world record breaker, who's got every record for the long roots, has been very kind and given me quite a few tips. He's never told me about this, but I'm sure that's how he does it. If not, there you go. That's my tip of the day. So I'm going to attempt to take a photo now because I read it for the Facebook group. So hopefully I don't disappear, but I just want to take a photo of these roots if I can. So hopefully I won't lose you guys. If not, there'll be several short videos. Well, there's the long parsnip upturned, and off we go down with the roots. But I've got a horrible feeling that weed that weed is the root that's going down there. Well, that's blown me bubble, guys. Anyway, let's get cracking. I've got to wash this now, and we'll see. But yeah, I think I've just traced that oh dear, never mind. At least we know how long weeds can get. Perhaps they do that for the show, the longest weed. Well, that did blow me bubble. So we're 6 meters, that's 6 meters. We're around about 2.7 meters if it was stretched out properly, and we have to measure it from the top there. So, and there's the root. Weed, shall we say? Lesson learned, do not let weeds grow in your guttering. So I've got to take a couple of photos again. Hopefully again I won't lose you. nice to actually switch you off, but at least I've got proof. So parsnip number 2 is out, and the weed that was there did go down a long way, and unfortunately, in my impatience, I broke it. So this one now only measures 2 meters 6-ish. It would have measured nearer 3 meters 100, but that is not being patient, thinking that other weed that was at the top was at the bottom. I wasn't patient enough. Big learning curve, but I have broken my personal best. That is the main thing with my other parsnip, but this one will go in just in case I break that one on the journey or whilst putting it in the line for measuring. So we'll get this put away now. So there we have the parsnip on the left, measuring at whatever we said it was. That's an unofficial measurement. I'll get those measured on Sunday, and we take the second just in case we break that one. Very, very easy to tear those tap roots, but you can see how far they will actually go. And if you Google world longest parsnip, you'll be surprised at the length. Now I know the beetroot isn't a weed because it's red, so I'm going to try and get that one out first, but I think I'm going to have to just take an hour or two off this because I don't want to rush. I rushed and I broke the tap root. So if you like the content of the video, please consider subscribing, hit that notification button so you don't miss my next episode on the long beets, and then we'll be looking at the heavy beetroot. I don't want to take the leaves off today, that'll be another day. I've got 4 to choose and I'll be weighing them to see. And then we will have, as you can see, it's quite windy, the 3 heavy sticks of rhubarb. And this is a bit of a tight corner. I keep thinking about actually digging this bit out, but this is my best rhubarb. Hope this don't go off, guys, while I'm inside here, but I've really got some good sticks of rhubarb in this one, and they're still good. You just have to have an inch of the top and as far down as we can get it. So it's goodbye from me for now. Happy gardening to you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.